coming into this. I think there's great upset potential. I'm going to lean towards Panthers in this one. I do, obviously, I do root for my UK homeboys, but again, you know, it's a hard matchup. It's the best team in the group.
I mean, I'm going for CeX because I think that they could like take us by surprise here, but it's like Panthers are incredibly talented, and there's no denying that.
And one thing as well that we noticed from Panthers is you mentioned earlier their game versus Nadachi. They actually seem to definitely underestimate Nadachi. They seem to be playing very aggressive. Even in their first pistol on the CT side, they were just rushing. These guys had no respect. Now, if they come into the same this matchup with the same attitude and go, CeX, UK team, we'll just smash them, and they come in far too overconfident. I mean, we saw them let 9 rounds slip versus a team that CeX pounded. So now if they let a team better than Nadachi get ahead of the game, CeX could definitely take this one. So it's an equal matchup in my opinion. I'm going to lean towards Panthers. But we're into the pistol round here. CeX on the T side. A bit of utility as well as they set up towards the B side.
Yeah, we've got LS and Astro, the two players with the utility lining that up. I'm going to be throwing that over. You can see that Astro actually dropped the Tech 9 for Link. Going to be going for that raid boss buy. Go charging on in. They first have to deal with the threat up in heaven. That's going to be Tedesy, but they're allowed to cross on in. Bomb plant will come through. Two players holding it close as Hemsky tries to avenge his fallen teammate there. Batcho to drop out Link. Pistol round pulled back. Hemsky doubles down, gets himself a second frag. The retake being delayed because of these smokes, but they're going to start to dissipate. Badger, the first man on the scene, sneaks up into the site, spots out Hemsky over on short. LS now going to pounce out as well, and they have these crossfires set up. Pushing in, they have to try and be a bit faster here in this retake. They don't have the kit to play with. Damage being done. It's all going to fall onto Badger, and he goes down in the 1v3.
Such a clean afterplant as well from CeX. They get the bomb down, they play passive, they don't overface at all, and then they play the crossfires. Good combination of Dancy's down in pit, but also LS backing off the pillar once he saw Badger push up. So CeX playing it very safe on the post plant. It was a 4-on-3, not overfacing at all. And now we go into, well, not even the force buy from Panthers. They actually save a bit of money. This is common for German teams. They like to invest in just Deagles. And what this does is, not only do they not have armor, but it also means they can invest in Deagles next round as well and get the same buy. Does limit them when they pick up rifles, as that's going to be difficult to get work done versus SMGs. But they can hit the 1Ds. We've already seen Panthers and many other German teams prove that.
Yeah, and already CeX turning their attention out to long. Going to try and put these rifles to use. Hemsky, the first man to peek, going to be able to taste the full brunt of that scout. Does get tagged just a bit. He's now on 30 HP. That's going to be one shot to one of these Deagles or the scout once again. So he's within the danger zone, and that's going to be enough to pull the rotate out from A. Down here towards the B-bomb site once again.
And only 2 defenders here as well. That's something you've got to take into account. Well, we've got Man2 over in heaven. It's only going to take a singular smoke to render him completely useless. Tedesy, close range of the PT-50, but they're going to be bursting out from behind him, and Badger is just playing for information towards the back of heaven here. Spots the head of LS. Great shot there as well. Going to remove it as Nancy starts to burst out and retort. He needs to trade this one because Tedesy's still playing close, and CeX are frankly running out of time. They haven't cleared the short angle. They've not got a split, and Hemsik stuck in the smoke here, not able to push through. Tedesy falls on the site, and now the rotations come in for Panthers, but they're a man down.
Yeah, boosting up their Deag player, Man2. Trying to peek over the top, has to be careful. Spots out Astro down in pit, but Dancy's and Link both weighted down here as well. So moving to this retake, not only are they a man down, but they don't have any way of opening up this site as everyone just plays it very, very passively. Hemsky waiting for the push out through short. Now Dancy takes the first peek, goes in for a little bit more, tries to pick up these ecoing players, and going to be tagged down low. He's dead to the bomb either way at this point, so he's going to try and peek out and get something in return, but he won't. Man2 holding it. If he shuts down Astro, that'd be a UMP picked up, but it doesn't look like that'll be the case. He just instead falls back, saves up the Deag, and with the extra money saved from keeping the Deagle, he could go for armor into this round. Gives them a little bit more to play with if they manage to find a rifle. Alternatively, he could just look to try and save and then have that much more utility into the next round. It's kind of the issue over on the CT side. And that's normally the reason why we've seen the change in meta with teams opting to not buy up the armor, is so that they can field proper utility in this in the 4th round.
Especially wanting to buy head armor as well coming into their buys. That seemed more and more common with the SMG meta staying in effect, and actually these bonus rounds by the T side especially. It's important to see the CTs sometimes buy up head armor early on into the game, because CX could just keep these SMGs, but look at the aggression. A D comes out from Man2, although Dancy's and Link, oh my god, just going to be on the other side. Easy shutdown in response. 1 kill has come out. I can't imagine too much more unless Link or Dancy's over faces. It's Teddersy. Bit of a surprising angle over on the A side, but again, 1 bullet will render him useless. The aim punch will catch him out as Astro pushes up. Okay, Astro, not sure how that happened. Not going to expect Teddersy on the A site, but again, he gets a UMP, and that's really not enough as the rest of CEX now charge into B. They'll get the bomb down when they're round. And this isn't a lot to save for Teddersy. The 2 rifles from CEX are already being held onto. So, again, he's probably going to upgrade that to a rifle anyway because of the ecos in these second and third rounds.
CX take this 3-0 up though. Going to be able to carry 2 of these AKs into the next round, you'd imagine. Don't see Teddersy coming into this in a big way. I mean, then again, could prove me wrong. Dancy's currently waiting down in pit. He's tagged low. Link isn't looking too healthy either, but as LS rotates in to try and watch this rear angle, he should be able to spot out Teddersy if he tries to go for anything a little bit too crazy. Rounding the corner, coming in very, very late, looking to try and catch these players off guard. Dancy, I mean, he's very low HP, so we'll be able to get himself 1. You'd hope the trade would come in, but that pop flash hits its mark perfectly. And I said he wasn't going to do any damage, but he's proved me wrong as he picks up 2. The AKs get flowing his way. And all in all, that was a very nice ending to that round there from Teddersy.
Yeah, makes $1,200 off the UMP and grabs himself a real gun to play with as well. Going to be so beneficial for Panthers. The money is good for him. He had 6,700 coming into this round, and they actually opt for the AWP off the back of it. Chuck it over to High Kitty. Actually, he buys it up himself, which surprises me a lot. You would expect to see Teddersy, who had almost $7,000, to throw that over, so we have full armor and utility, but either way. CEX up onto the buy. We've seen this before from Hemsky. He's actually gone for the SG once again. Not the most common weapon, but Teddersy starting to push up aggressively towards the tunnels. Does get traded by said SMG, but SSG, but Matcher on short. A double kill from him, again traded out from CEX back into a 2-on-3, but it's favouring Panthers right now, and they still do have the AWP in play. The only positive is CEX, having these 2 picks are now going to know that Panthers significantly have weaker positions on both the A and B site. It won't be stacked. There's a maximum of 2 players if they walk into either bomb site, so that's going to actually be quite good for the T's here.
Looks like they're considering the push into B as Dancy's wraps into connector. Going to be looking to rendezvous down here with Link. First going to spot out through mid. Wants to make sure no one is hot on their heels. Dude and Mantu currently within the B bomb site. They would be walking into the more stacked of the 2. But just as you say it, actually Dude going to start his rotate up to Heaven. That makes sense. Heaven's the best spot to rotate if you are in this 3-on-2. But Mantu's now left on his lonesome within the site. And actually Dude is holding back fairly passive. It's allowed Link to cross out in the open. He wasn't watching it properly. Now peeks out from Heaven. Has to find the trade, which he will. It all gets left onto the shoulders of Dancy's 1 versus 2. Has to try and carry his team across the line in this clutch. And that weight might be too much to bear, but Dancy's steps up, gets himself the first. And now Dude left up in Heaven. He comes in from Dancy's, tries to take the aggression, and he will be eliminated. Incredibly close. It comes down to the 1-on-1, but Dude clutches out, saves the AWP as well. And that will be Panthers to find their first round.
I mean, very close. Good damage done by CEX. So even though they do fall, they get the bomb plant and they get full kills. So the buy will surely come through here again for the T's. And Panthers, they have no money to fall back on really off the back of that. They're going to have to reinvest in everything once more. So reset potential is at an all-time high, especially after the economical damage CEX did find. And yeah, looking at the buy, neither team is perfect. An SMG up on Mantu, a pistol up on LS. Not the most limiting factor. You can throw over a gun as soon as CEX find a kill or lose a player, but not the most important, not the best situation to be in, at least for the T's. Bit of aggression from the AWP though. Dude going to be thrown over that and looking for a pick already up towards the party area. Will fall back after he doesn't find anything. They wrap their way inside of the playground. And he'll throw that back over to High Kitty, just playing off the back of the spawn. The CEX look to converge over on short. It's very lucky Dude and High Kitty fell back because there's about to be a split just to take the A control. I like that flash.
Risky analysis if that one is. High Kitty actually going to start to fall back, watching mid with the AWP. Instead, it leaves Dude up here on long. And now they have the crossfire set up between the AWP of High Kitty and Dude. Normally, I'm not a big fan of this position. Usually, we see it used pretty badly. You know, but having High Kitty here with the AWP does mean that you have someone to bait. Dude can then take the peek. If they try to focus on Dude and get themselves the trade on the player that goes down on the corner, then High Kitty can peek out. And you know, it's actually quite effective when used like this. So they are using the crossfire along the right way. It's still risky, especially if Dude takes his peek. He really doesn't need to. It will give away his whole position. He peeks on out, catches Dance. He's unaware. And they know that he's here. Finds himself trapped. He's going to be flashed through by his teammates. Takes the peek back out, but the trade comes in from Link. Now the rest of his team trying to push on in. There's only 17 seconds left. They have to be fast. High Kitty within the back of the site. Lines up the first. Goes in for more. He's going to go ahead and take himself a second. Looking to try and make it 3. Link rounds the corner. Baits out the shot. Does manage to get the trade. But Badger, hot on his heels, wins that round out for Panthers.
Yeah, very unfortunate timing there for CEX. They throw in those early smokes. They try and take that short control. They just sit there and hold it, wait for Panthers to make the next move. Really should have aggressed up towards short on long, you know, a little more in unison, because it seemed like that long push was coming far too more delayed, especially after we saw that peak from Dude to get that pick off early on. And now Panthers again a bit of aggression as we just see pistols here from the CEX side. High Kitty going to be looking for that pick. Will fall back. He spots across. Going to see them come out of underpass as well, so he has the information. Needs to fall back towards the safety of the site, and he will get one as Astro falls down, but the rest of CEX charging up long. Dude, he has 20 bullets in his mag, but will it be enough? Sprays, does damage, flash to follow. He has an HE and incendiary as well, and he'll just spray away, mopping up kills. 2 for him so far, 3, maybe a 4th, and he'll get it. Panthers find a clean 3rd round, not a single death. But CEX are back on the bite. However, the CTs have started to build up cash.
Going to be coming back in now from CX. They don't have the AWP up, so I'm going to have to try and play off this with rifles already. Attention focused out through mid. Now Dude's taking the aggression. If he gets caught out in the open, he's got High Kitty over long to try and trade this back, but the timing has to be perfect, and as High Kitty takes the peek out, Dude then pounces over in mid. Dancy's unable to get anything done here. Should be able to catch off one, which he will. Pulls this back to being a little bit more possible. High Kitty, in the meantime, rerouted back around to try and watch this push out through connector. Just going to go ahead and fall back passively, I imagine, within the A-bomb site. But no, him and Mantu are going to keep the aggressive hold out on mid, pushing up to toilets. LS waiting down here on B. Dancy's left behind over in middle. And the bomb slowly but surely rotating around through T-spawn towards that B-bomb site.
Need to find a pick. They need to pull this one back because time is of the essence here. Darcy's very close up on short. Potential to catch out Mantu if he checks a close angle, but actually Mantu will make a lot of noise running back towards the site. Darcy's could peek this one out, but Kitty will get caught. And AWP down for Panthers. 30 seconds left in a pick found. Darcy can throw in the smokes. They can commit with it. They can fake. They have as many options as they want, but Astro will rotate back on in. LS down towards B. He's actually going to throw in a bit of a fake here while the real push comes out towards A. 2 players still left here. Molotov comes in. LS doesn't have a lot of utility to cause his fake, but there's only 1 player left on the site.
Yeah, it's Mantu left within the site. He's going to go down to Dancy's with so little time left. They had to find that frag. Mantu could have denied the bomb plant. Could have won this round out for Panthers charging on in. It's Tennessee to bite the dust. And now Badger left in the 1v3. This round all coming off the back of one man, and that man is Dancy. He's currently on the 4K. 1 off of the ace, and it was him who pulled this round back into the redemption of CEX. And now Badger, 1 versus 3 on his lonesome. Able to go ahead and peek out. Astro does steal the ace away from Dancy's.
Looked like he had it for a sec there, Harry. He wide peeked. It was so close.
Dancy's able to pick up the AWP, throws that one over to Hemsky. That is going to be the AWP now up for the T side. The TAC, I imagine TAC pause called in, but it could be technical. I mean, it's early days. Ping issue, never mind. Yeah, look at Badger. Gotta feel bad for him. Still, I mean, promising stuff right now. It's actually Dancy stepping up in a big way. I mean, that round, it looked like it was so far gone. Panthers take the early mid-aggression. They find 2. Dancy is able to trade that back immediately onto Dude. Then catches...
High Kitty.
Yeah, it was High Kitty rotating back through the site. Mantu made all the noise. And single-handedly, he pulls that round back. I mean, it was so far gone with finding those 2 frags early on in mid. And for it to all come off the back of one man, that's what makes it so much more spectacular.
Yeah, massive stuff. There's a 12 kill discrepancy between the top and bottom of CEX. Now the ping's fixed for Badger. We should be going live once more. But a first round gained after a little bit of a streak from Panthers. So again, with the CTs having money to buy up and even investing in the AAWP, they can get the reset here. That'll crush CEX, because if you see, only LS has money to fall back on. It's not going to be a good situation to be in to lose this round. It's important that they start to build up this T-side economy early on into this round. But again, a bit of aggression from the AWPs as HiKit, he looks to find the pick. The issue is they're all headed down towards B. No one's in the close vicinity. We have connect control being taken from 2 players, and this boost as well. This could really catch CEX off guard.
No one going to be turning their attention to short just yet, and actually it's only Astro heading this way. Doesn't spot the boost out, caught off guard. He is going to go down, but the rest of the team have been afforded this B bomb site. They go charging in. Tedesy with the AWP, chimes in with the first. 2-man advantage here for Panthers. Bomb plant going to come in from LS, the dedicated bomb carrier. Flash through the smoke. Tedesy trying to back up his teammate. Badger does fall, but it's Bantu in from short to go ahead and get the return. Pushes on in, doesn't want to give CEX any more time to set up these afterplants. Keep the pressure on. Dancy's rotating around the back of the smoke. Spotted out of barrels. He's going to fall prey to the push in from Mantu, and then Dude to finish it off. Mantu with a 3K there. And that's going to be Panthers to equalize this out. 4-4 we go. All in all, that setup for the B take was just perfect. 2 players down connected. They don't get caught off employing that boost, which is always the biggest danger.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if we saw one player from CEX either head through connector or out through mid, that boost could come crumbling down. But
one thing that I've also found, at least on the CEX side, is that afterplants are extremely passive. Now, while this commonly works when you're in both equal situations, but also with a man advantage, when you're a man or 2 down, it's so difficult. You need to pull it back. You need to get a pick. But CEX are playing so ridiculously passive that it's hard. Panthers are walking in with a 5-on-3. CEX aren't chasing for refrags at all. And of course Panthers are going to be able to play the trade game down to the last man. So it's seriously favouring the CTs on the retake. While CEX's afterplants have helped them in certain rounds, they need to learn to at least get those refrags when possible.
yeah, now LS has that Deegan armor. He's waiting over here on short. Panthers playing this round incredibly passively. 3 players for CEX over in mid. Taking it slow. LS waiting for this smoke to fade. With no one actually in the B bomb site, if they'd rushed into it now, they could very easily get that bomb down. Surviving the run would be tricky, and they'd most likely lose everyone, but the bomb could come in, and that's the big difference maker. LS going to be rendered useless as that second smoke comes in. HiKit just watching the angle from heaven. Badger has the crossfire set up, as well as that he's watching the push out through pit. And once again, going to let this one come down to the wire, but Tedesy beats them to it. Peeks out round from the A bomb site, finds the first dude, going to drop the bomb out in the open. This lurk from LS now completely and utterly nullified. Link falls and LS... Oh, LS, the timing! Oh, but he still gets it! Because this man is, well, he's bottom of the board, so can't really say too much. Can't sing his praise too much, but...
He seems to love rotating with his knife out. Getting caught out by 2 players there as well. HiKit, he drops in with the AWP as he walks around the corner. Not expecting a player there for some reason. Considering the control of heaven Panthers has had so far this game, you would expect there to be someone on the stairwell, surely. But either way, 5 rounds for Panthers. That reset. The eco came in from CEX. Now we see them back on the buy. The rifles are in. No AWP presence. We've had 1 so far this half for the T-side for Hemsky, but other than that, nothing at all. As they attempt to take short control once more, the Molotov is there, but there's not this connector boost that we've been seeing from Panthers, so CEX are at least given control. The only issue is the information being gained from Dude is massive. He is pushed all the way up.
And I mean, this single-handedly is probably just won the round for Panthers. I mean, already they should be rotating HiKit. I don't know why he's still sat in middle. I imagine he's going to wait for Dude to clear out connector, but no, as he bypasses all the way around, he's going to be hot on their heels in this take. So he can actually shut this down already. Dancy's is just currently waiting over it long. CEX letting the time run down. But you can't play this passive if you don't have anyone holding the angles. Dancy's does check behind him. Does tag Dude down low. But this is forced CEX's hand. They have to go in. And with 4 players for Panthers sitting with on the site, it's just going to be a complete and utter slaughter. Badger finds the first 2. Goes in for more, but it's Mantu to pick it up. Now Hemsky able to get one, but that is it. High-Kitty finishes it off. Panthers in with their 6th, and that's the second time now CeX have tried to play it slow, but they just haven't had players watching for the aggression out through mid.
Which is a shame as well, because LS has always been on that lurk. Whenever CeX have been set up towards one side of the map, LS is always on the other side, just making sure there's no aggression, trying to find picks, etc. I mean, we even saw Dancy's in that one round in the 3-on-3. So it's a shame to see them actually make such a basic mistake and allow Panthers to get all that map control to play with. A ridiculous amount of information, and obviously a free pick going their way, but it's a bit of a fast underpass control once more. The connector taken, a team kill with a Glock. That's not something you see every day, as Dude picks up the second one. And CeX already lose their manpower down here. It's going to be LS attempting to retake the control, and he does grab himself a rifle to play with alongside his armor, but that's not a hell of a lot to work with right now.
Yeah, but I do a bit of damage. LS, the man with the armor, has now got himself an M4 and a Incendiary. And they're once again going to be sitting pretty down here towards the B-bomb site now. You say sitting pretty. Let's hope things don't get ugly. Ooh. LS?
What?
Just the bullet magnet. And Hemsky going to start to push in. Only has his Glock in his pocket. But the bomb plant should be able to come through, and that's perfect. That's all they really needed coming into this round. And Hemsky does find some damage, allows Link to peek out and find the first. P250's all he has, though, so going to fall prey to the M4 there at range, and that's Panthers in with their 7th.
Yeah, low investment here for CeX, and they still got a bomb down. So best case scenario, to be honest, 2 kills and a bomb down is going to be great for this T side. But again, Panthers are still leading this one, Harry. CeX yet to get many rounds on the board, and well, we are early days into this game. They've only got a few rounds left of this entire half. They need to get themselves at least 6, I think, if they want to have a fighting chance moving over to the second. Because even if they get 6 but they lose pistol, that's going to be so detrimental to them actually picking up the map. So Panthers, again, AWP in play, full rifles, utility is looking good, and so much money to fall back on again as CeX. Fast play up towards short. With the connector control as well, there's a posted up rifle, on man 2. He's actually got a dink early on. Astro's been tagged down, and he's going to throw in a Molotov. That actually might finish off the kill. Astro can't fall back in time, but man 2 certainly can as he makes his way back towards the site. No reason to hold on to control. They even give up the connector as they found the pick and taken a 5-on-4.
Yeah, with the fire he was spitting there, man 2 looked more like man true. So now, man advantage up for Panthers. Dancy's get boosted over in mid, doesn't spot anything out because there's no aggression from Panthers. They've got themselves the man advantage. They don't need to extend out any further. I mean, once again, right, even if we saw aggression come out of B right now, which we haven't seen Panthers opt to do, there's no one from CeX to catch it. But that won't be the case. Instead, CeX start to turn their attention now towards long. Dude's holding over here in toilet stand. The issue is he's very far forward. Peeks out. Hemsky going to be given that equalizer on a silver platter. The AWP turns it back into a 4-on-4. They get control of toilets. And look at this. It's already forced to rotate out from Panthers. Mantu preemptively rotating up into the A bomb site. And CeX, they've started to change their mind. They're going to be shooting down in towards B. Badger, the only man there, has to try and defend this site effectively in a 1v4. Right now, the Molotov on short worth its weight in gold because it delays this push. It's bought so much time for the rest of the team to rotate in, but as the smokes come raining in up towards heaven, they will be held back. Bomb plant to come on through. Mansu opens it up, 3-on-3.
But he doesn't check his close left corner. There's still a player there. As Hemsky sits on the site, Link's going to miss his shot. Mantu gets close. Hemsky will still pick him up from the site, and he has got support from Dancy's. But he needs to have someone holding his cross, because right now, Teddy can jump out, combined with High Kitty pushing up through the bridge. They will do that. Dancy's grabs himself another frag as he pulls it back onto the head of Teddy. The bomb is down. High Kitty fakes it. That's going to force Dancy's move. He's going to have to make a bit of a play. Makes footsteps, takes High Kitty off the bomb. It's all down to timing. Dancy's hold goes for the peak. Damage has been done, but the time is slipping away. High Kitty simply doesn't have time for it. He's going to have to fall back. It will be the round going to CeX, but just by the skin of their teeth.
CeX in with 5, looking to try and keep the UK dream alive. As the buy has to come in once again for everyone from CeX. So money on either side of the pond right now, not looking too great. AKs across the board. Nice bit of utility up for CEX. And on the side of Panthers, they've got everything they could possibly need. But whoever wins this round, arguably one of the most important in this first half, effectively gets a 2-for-1 heading into this next round. And this time, we see Astro waiting mid. He's going to be watching for any aggression. Connector is still a possibility. They don't have anyone to watch out for that, but I imagine that's where we're going to see him head to next. And Tedesy boosted up, going to completely bypass the smoke. They rush in by him. They have to check this. No! Tedesy in with 3. They shut it down. LS finally gets the trade, but this push has been torn limb from limb. And now, LS on his lonesome within the site. 1 versus 3 effectively till Astro gets his ass in there to help out. Lines up the smoke for heaven, trying to help all he can without being in the site. This should maybe facilitate a bomb plant, but He's bypassed it completely. Watches the push in from short, picks up that frag onto Astro. And now LS left in the 1v3. Only 2 players here. They're probably going to employ the boost to deal with him. But he's going to go ahead and take the aggression. This could catch them off guard. Basher's watching the push up from behind. The peek comes in from LS, but he looks the wrong way. And his timing is comedic at this point.
Not getting the luckiest of engagements, but Panthers are going to pick it up. And as you say, the 2-for-1 coming in through for sure here. CEX don't have money to fall back on. They're even going to force up here. To be honest, it doesn't surprise me. The loss bonus has been reset. Next round, they still won't have enough to play with. So for them to put a bit of money into pistols and armor, a chance to pick up the round, probably not going to. But, you know, it's not like next round they'd had a great buy anyway if they did eco this one. Panthers, everything to win. Everything to play for. The CEX, fast control towards the connector once more. We have High Kitty defending here with the AWP. Gonna miss his shot. Has to fall back here. As they start to overrun him, chase up through short. He could get completely destroyed, and he does. LS finds that kill. AWP can be grabbed now by the CEX side, and that puts him in a somewhat more comfortable spot.
Yeah, the AWP on LS. Curious choice when you've got Dantes and Hemsky still alive. Astro be admiring those grass textures as Tedesy's been given plenty of time to rotate on up. Almost everyone from Panthers actually within the A bomb site. They would be walking into a heavy stack, but they sense that it's actually going to be B. They've rotated 2 players down. Now would be the perfect time to go. They start to peek out. Hemsky opens us up at long. Mantu just walking out in middle. Oh, this is so awkward. Astro, be aware of your surroundings. He's walked right by you. Mantu snuck into toilets. This is a disaster. They have no idea that he's here. Dances goes down. Peeks on out. Luckily enough, LS returns us from the madness. And now Tedesy alone within the site. 1v4 going to fall prey to Astro up close. Badger, he's still determined that it's B. And I hate to break it to you, but it really isn't.
Oh, dear.
Everyone else is dead, and he's like, hello?
What a round. What a round. Great stuff from CEX, of course, but so many mistakes made by Panthers there. That aggression from Mantu is hilarious as well. Him walking right past Astro, even walking past, I think it was Link, to his left. Dear, oh dear. Not much you can break that down, Harry, but it is going to be CEX to pick up a 6th. The 2-for-1 for Panthers. The assumed 9th round is not going to go their way, and that throws a spanner in the works, because not only does it give CEX a fighting chance now as they pick up a 6th, but also they're going to have such great money going into the last round of the half. They're trying to chase us. They're trying to take Bancher alive, or sorry, dead or alive.
No, I think they just want him dead.
Yeah, probably that one.
No, there's no vested interest in keeping him alive.
Who really knows?
Yeah, no, that's actually phenomenal. They actually shut him down because it means that you can only really buy up on, what, 2 of these players properly, so... Yeah, they've got themselves 2 rifles. 3 rifles, actually, my bad. The UMP for Mantu. Tedesy relegated down to P250, and right now this is looking like a round for CEX. So they managed to take it 8-7. That's an incredibly good T-side.
Again, we've already seen some madness, Harry. There's definitely a chance Panthers could still pick this one up, so CEX can't get too complacent with this round. Again, aggression going to be pulled in, this time down towards B. The lucky part is CEX are holding it. They're expecting the same kind of setup. They have a double AWP in play, and they're using them defensively, or at least Hemsky is. As Dancy pushes up towards short, Hemsky will just hold the angle. The flash comes through. That will force him back towards the spawn, but it also puts him in part with Astro. So both players can hold this push together now as Tedesy still continues his push. Only a P250, so again, risk-reward here. He's going to be spotted. So at least CEX know that the Panthers are getting aggressive in this round. They can expect that. They can hold back. But the issue is they can't afford to run out of time. A minute left on the clock. And the aggressive positions from Panthers, they've still not even started to fall back. I'm very worried, Harry, in this round we could be seeing CEX actually take too long and then run out of time to get that bomb down, because right now Panthers have so much control, but as I say that, they fall back towards B. The only aggression remains over on A, and CEX about to try and walk into the site.
Okay, so this time they have to check for Tedesy. He completely destroyed them from this position in the last. And also, rightfully so, they're taking a very long time. It's allowed Panthers to take control of mid and long, and you can already see the preemptive rotate coming in from Mantu and High Kitty. Now this time Tedesy doesn't get anything done. Badger going to fall straight away. Mantu, the first man on the scene, able to go ahead and decapitate one with the UMP, but he's still got more work left to do. Well, what with the 3-on-4 in the retake, Mantu, the first man on the scene, looking to try and solve this crime on his own. Does find some damage, and that's Darcy's eliminated as well. Hemsky pulls us back from the brink. Mantu tries to continue his reign of terror, but it will be cut short. High Kitty in the 1v3, takes 2, but Link trades it out. It got incredibly close, down to the wire, but CEX, they win out the 7th round. And that will be an 8-7 scoreline. Still in favor of Panthers, but only by 1 round. And for a T side, 7 rounds is pretty impressive.
Yeah, very much so. CX continue to shine in this event so far. Again, for those who haven't been following their progress at least, they're currently 2-0 in the group stage against good teams. They've currently beaten Nadachi 16-4, one of the teams you didn't really expect to do well. Good, yeah. Okay, good team then. Nadachi 16-4, and then good job in overtime as well. I think it was 19-17 or 19-16. So yeah, great matches so far. And if they can take this one, there is such a high chance they can get out of groups. But that is only if they win this game. If they lose this game, it's almost impossible. It would all come down to round difference. So let's see as CEX move over to that second half. Panthers currently leading this 3-0 in the groups. The expected victors so far, at least how this event has proven to be, and they'll be setting up outside of B. Bit of utility. We have both Dude and Tedesy, but they're split. Dude potentially going to be throwing these fake smokes down through A, and Tedesy making the real play down to B.
Yeah, let's see if CEX can keep this up and CSGO Crazy 1 as they start to send players down through mid. Darcy's boosted up. Now, this is always a bit risky, but they've actually got Link here, so it's a 3-man B hold, which is, I think, the right way to play this if you're going to use the boost, because we frequently see teams, they only have the 2 men down on B, and you just have the boost, but, for a start, it's incredibly easy to deal with these players that are boosted up, and then on top of that, you have no presence actually in the site.
Yeah, it seems like it's a retake setup. That's the thing. Panthers are going to see this boost and assume that CX are playing for retake, but Link is still just hiding here, so he'll have such a great element of surprise. They'll just expect this site to be clear as soon as Darcy's is spotted out. This could work heavily in the favor of CX as the smokes rain on in.
Yeah, they're going to come charging into the site. Darcy's trying to find something, but he gets nothing done. They don't bypass Link. High Kitty suspects everything, and now this setup has not worked out for the Mantu. Looking like he's going to be setting up the boost for Tedesy. In fact, actually, it's going to be him getting boosted up. Mantu, best of luck. Could spot out the players over on Graffiti, and while the smoke's there, this is actually a perfect angle. They don't know, but no, Hemsky does manage to hear it out, and right now they come soaring back into this retake. They grab themselves 3 in a matter of seconds, and High Kitty got to look like Hello Kitty peeking on out from the woodwork, doing damage, claims himself 2, but LS is on the defuse. Dude's running in with the knife, finding damage. No. He gets the knife kill, but the defuse comes in. What was that round? What was that retake? Is this Counter-Strike?
2 kills from High Kitty, and the knife just comes in a second after the defuse, keeping this as close to the wire as this match has been so far. CEX, money to play with, and they are going to make a bit of a risky investment with a lot of SMGs. In fact, I would be as bold as saying Panthers have a better buy here, Harry. That is not something that is common, but it's happened. CEX have made the classic mistake. The bomb's gone down. They should know that we can see a force buy here from the T side, but they do find that first pickup. Darcy's aggression towards B short finds Badger. Still 2 rifles remain in play. And Panthers, they'll slow down this push down towards B.
I mean, they've lost that first man. Now, where do they go from here? As Mantu and High Kitty taunted by the fallen, desecrated corpse of their comrade. LS keeps taking the peek for information. He's got a good idea as to what's going on down on short, and currently with 3 men inside the B bomb site, it's going to be a tricky task, a tall order for them to make their way in. Dude comes charging through with a Galil, and actually Link and LS pick up the 2 rifle players. High Kitty with the AK gets nothing done. The Famous just tears him limb from limb. Tedesy getting tagged through the smoke, tries to look for some respite on short, and Link, he'll have no problem.
What is this game?
Sending him swiftly unto death. CEX, they take the lead 2017, the year of UKCS. Let's go, boys.
What?
They're going to go one round up. Panthers with no money. They have to just grit their teeth, and that will be CEX. You imagine to pick up a 10th.
What is this game? Full SMGs with one FAMAS, and they pick it up against rifles? Panthers. Slipping short. And Harry, I'm afraid we can't get too excited, because again, we're working in a German studio right now. I think we're going to be bullied if we start cheering for CEX too much. With just pistols now up for the Panthers side. Just one P250 lone as the rest of them glocked up as they start to go aggressive towards A. I don't think the CTs have realised this. Astro are going to hear the footsteps. He'll start to fall back with the combination of Hemsky. So they've just got to deny the bomb plant. This is going to be perfect. Not at range, but he can spray away. Astro grabs one. Hemsky follows up. One more on the site, but the flank is coming up from the back, and LS will deal with him swiftly. Hemsky, pistol out. Final kill as well. It's going to be CEX's round. Clean as ever. And these guys, on both the two anti-ecos, they've got one death between them. You know, that's so good for CEX as a economy.
Wait, what? What was that as a stat? Wait, CEX about one death.
One death in 2 rounds.
Okay, right.
So their money's good. Sorry, I pronounced it very well.
Yeah, when you said these guys, I thought you meant the 2 people on long. I was like, what's a half? Half of them have, yeah, I don't know.
No, I mean, the last 2 rounds, CEX have only let one guy fall, meaning that not only they can play the bonus round here with SMGs, but also they have so much money to fall back on.
Oh, and look, Dancy's. You got to admire the big balls on this man. Through the smoke, he spots them out. Damage being done. Dancy's opens this up in a big way. It looked like he was going to get so much more, but it's Hemsky to find damage. Bit too excited there. Oh, I need to calm down. In the meantime, Man2 and High Kitty, they've regrouped over here in mid. All right. Teammate's body once again. Just going to be lying at their feet as now they try and figure out what best decision is to make. Looks like it's going to be B, the bomb rotating round. Tedezi's already there. Man2's clearing out mid, and if he finds something out here on A, then we could very, very quickly see this bomb rotate round. They've got plenty of time to change things up, but as he doubles down through connect, they're going to have 3 players set up outside of B. For CEX, LS, and Link currently reside in this site, and Galil and a UMP between them actually make that just the UMP now as it all falls onto Link, and he gets nothing done. Tedezi looking angry in this take, picks himself up too. They're going to try and continue mopping the floor with these Brits. As now a young Swede and an Englishman start to approach him. Tedezi waiting on this other smoke. Pop flasher through, going to buy them that much more time. Astro isn't blind, so at least he can protect his Swedish brethren. Peek comes in from Tedezi, spots out both players, know that they're here. Going to take the peek, just keeps them in this location. This should be the round 1 for Panthers. There's no time left. The retake, not even worth it as it's so far gone. Hemsky locked out the site. He was sure he got that frag as well, but he didn't. And that will be Panthers to find a 9th.
Yeah, but again, that was bonus from CEX, right? They still have money to fall back on. There were 3 SMGs in play that round. It's not a huge surprise that they actually lost it, but here's where the real buy can come in once more. The AWP or potentially double AWP as well. I mean, we've seen obviously not only Hemsky the AWPer for the team, but also Dancy's a guy who likes to pick it up along the side. I mean, even LS was playing with it over in the first half, and while it was only 1 round, he got a kill. So who really knows about the power of AWPing over on the side of CEX? A lot of versatility, and Hemsky, he's going to be on that exact weapon, pushed up towards A, clearing it out for information. Panthers set up down towards B, but they have connected control, so they can at least hold for some kind of flanks. CEX can't go too aggressive into the back line. And in fact, they won't even try. They just fall back towards the site on the CT side. Astro sitting over towards default with Hemsky again over on long. It's the boost that we saw from the pistol. The same setup here. Actually going to be a little more aggressive into short as Dancy's looks for the pick. He will fall back after damage was done. And now the Molotovs and smokes rain in here for the Panthers side.
Yeah, going to come charging through. LS has fallen back very passive. There's still 3 players within this site. They're just going to look to try and buy time. Link has to watch out because there's a gap in that smoke, and Tedezi's tapping away through it, trying to pick something up. But Link, there's no stopping him. He takes himself too, looks to try and get more work done, but running low on ammunition. And then burning in the fire and flames, pulled back into the 2-on-2. Badger does damage. Astro left in the clutch, but he's made this possible now. It's going to be the 1v2, 15 HP. Between the 2 players that remain. And limping away, wounded, they're going to start to make their way up towards A. Astro has no idea. He's going to start to peek on in. It should become abundantly clear what's going on, but the only issue is Badger being left. He's still got the bomb. They're going to outplay themselves here.
Oh, no.
They're under the belief that Astro's rotated off, but I tell you what, He might have just made this possible. 15 seconds left. He hasn't heard anything yet. He's committing, and this is perfect from him. He could peek out and deny this bomb plant. Okay, they're going to go in behind the pillar, so they do manage to stay alive. Oh no, Astro, come on. I just gave you so much credit. 1v2, bomb planted, spots the player out in heaven, knows where they are. They have the crossfire set up. He has himself an incendiary still. One tick is all that it takes to deal with these guys. Caught out in the open, finds the first into the one-on-one. One shot, and that's all it's going to take as Astro clutches it out 1v2. CEX, they get themselves an 11th round.
That's such a clever play from Astro. Just ridiculous. Commits down towards a B site until the last second, and so important he did so. That's going to give such a fighting chance now for CEX to carry on, because I was worried the Panthers now moving over to the T side could run away with this. 11-9. The clutch being found. And the buy coming through for Panthers as the bomb plant gives them extra money, but it's not enough to fully invest. They've got 3 rifles, a UMP, and a Deagle. Enough to get the job done, yes, but CEX are going to be greatly overpowering them with their weaponry. Full rifles, no AWP back on Hemsky as Astro wasn't able to save it, but again, they're still favoured. As up towards long, Panthers do set up, but it's a default. They're covering every area of the map, not allowing CEX to get aggressive. But these guys seem to be extremely passive, not only on CT, but also on T. So nothing's coming through here for the Brits. But that gives Panthers a hell of a lot of control up towards long. This is just going to be a simple A take, and with no close rotations, with everyone on CEX playing the site and no one in heaven, it's basically going to be 2 players left to do the entire job.
Oh, but they're going to boost Hemsky up, and he can see just over the top of the smoke. Finds damage, but falls prey to Mantu. Astro holding the close angle. Molotov and forced back into bank. The bomb should come in, and Darcy is going to get annihilated within A. The lengthy rotate begins from B, and at this point, it's looking like the save call has been made. They opt to play things safe. A 10-11 scoreline. Panthers do go ahead and seize one back on the back of a relatively, not necessarily weak buy, because they still had rifles almost across the board. They had one player on the Deagle. They had plenty of utility as well, but it wasn't you know, as much as CEX had. So
yeah, and again,
a lower investment.
That limiting factor of not having the AWP is massive for CEX, because Hemsky does open up rounds ahead of all the time on that CT side. Plus, you know, having an AWP, especially on A, posted up towards long, could have completely denied that presence from Panthers. Get the pick, get the information, not only slow down the push, but also allow CEX time to rotate a player in to defend that site. They hold on to all 3 guns as well, very, very close. But 10 rounds being gained, as you say, double digits on the board here for Panthers. As they claw their way back in. Still a close game. The AWP's out. It's back in, Harry. We've got Darcy's on the UMP, Hemsky's on the AWP.
It wouldn't surprise me if at this point we either see some aggression out through mid, which I think is what we're going to see right here with Hemsky taking... No, he's going to go connector instead, but that makes sense. They want to try and eliminate the option of it being A early on, and instead they eliminate Badger. Man advantage taken here for CEX off the bat. Darcy's and Astro really don't need to keep this aggression up on long, but it does help out. You've still got Hemsky holding the aggression in mid, watching from toilets. And as a result, having these guys along could come in handy, but Darcy's hits the deck. Astro has to trade that back, and he doesn't. So now the man advantage flipped on its head. This also means that Hemsky has to start to fall back out of middle. I mean, he can't hold this forward position with no one watching the push in toilets, so he's going to keep holding it for a while, but then we'll be relegated back. And you can see this is forced to rotate in from Link, leaving only LS within the B-bomb site. LSB. As he looks to try and hold on to this, he will be on his lonesome. 3 players coming his way. I think that Link suspects something. We might see him start to make his way into heaven.
Yeah, Hemsky's fallen back. Link can take the position with the smokes raining in. LS knows exactly what's going on. In fact, they should full rotate if they actually want to commit to fighting this. Not going to be burned by the molly. No sound given away, but they spot him. Mantu finds a kill. Link needs to trade, but again, he's not getting any opportunities. Misses
that was a
his
pretty
one,
big one.
Yeah, I mean, misses his one chance, but yeah, this round's over. Not sure if even Link can cross back and even go for the save here. He should move now while the smokes are still down, but in a second that's not going to be possible as CEX to hold on to their guns. It's Panthers to find themselves 11th, equaling up the scoreline and keeping all these players alive as well, Harry. Last round they had 5, this round they have 4. These Germans are going to have a dirty amount of money. This is starting to fall back into the realms of reality. No longer a simulation as the Germans nearly take the lead. But again, CEX are going to have to eco this one. They didn't keep 3 guns in play, they only kept 2, so realistically, while they've got a bit of a loss bonus, it's not enough to fully buy up. As you can see, the money comes in. And yeah, just play with this rifle, play with the M4, maybe buy up a couple of PT-50s here and there, but by and large, just eco. Play for the next round.
Panthers just going to go fast into B. Perfect read on how to seize one of these sites off the bat. They actually sneak in, playing it slowly off the bat. The triple boost employed.
I like it.
It's a shame it hasn't led to anything. They actually got players just walking up behind them. They're gonna. Oh god! Oh, it's terrible. It's a slaughter. Man2 takes 2, and then High Kitty comes in with a 3rd. I mean, there's kills being given away, and then there's that. You just plate them up all together. There you go. And yeah, Hemsky just going to look to try and save the AWP. Astro going to try and make his way in with the USP, but I imagine he's going to die in an unspectacular way. Let's see. Fires a couple of shots. Starts to walk back.
The thing is, there's no need for Panthers to chase this kill. They know they're still on AWP play. They have no idea where it is.
Unspectacular.
Yeah, but no reason to chase that kill when he's only got a USP to play with. There's nothing that you're taking off CEX, and even the AWP gets dropped on long. Oh.
The one thing that I have to wonder about everything that just happened is with that triple boost, like how did they not hear nor see anything that went on the B bomb site? Like the pillars in the way, I can understand not seeing anyone over by barrels, for example, because like is obstructed. But players were running in. There were smokes, there were flashes.
You can't look to the left when you're on that boost. You have to. That's why Link was looking to the right corner.
Okay.
Otherwise, you fall off.
Oh,
so you can
yeah,
only look away
it,
for
like,
a second to shoot
the
the player on short because you slide because you're on a triple boost. So you can look away for a second to kill someone through tunnels, but he can't hold the angle to the left. But
anyway,
back into this round, LS. Quick double kill over towards B. Mops up the short push, but they've still got 2 more players left on the site. High Kitty, there for the trade. Link's still alive in pit, and he's been doing great work from this position, but can he continue as the rest of his teammate fall? And High Kitty doubles down, in fact triples, with just 1 point of health, finds 3 kills. And out of nowhere, it seemed like CEX started off in a 5-on-3, but now they're in a 1-on-3. What has happened?
Yeah, Dances is the man left to try and... He spotted someone out over at long, but I don't think he actually did. Gonna just make the decision to save. That makes sense. It will be a 13-11 score. I quickly bring up the economy, Hugo. So yeah, saving this just gives them a catalyst rifle ready to work with into the next round. They can force buy down on some of these players because they're going to be getting the loss bonus. So we're probably going to see some pistol and armor on the guys that can afford it, which I think is pretty much everyone. Depends how much utility they're going to be looking for into the next. It's been fairly key, so I can understand, you know, the guys on 3K not wanting to buy anything, but I imagine we're going to see the likes of Hemsky. Maybe not, he probably wants the AWP, so LS might invest in some pistol and armor, but really I think he's the only one who realistically is going to look to buy the armor up behind the pistol. It doesn't leave them with much to work with. Really only that M4, and in this pause, you have to imagine it's a tactical, right?
Yeah, surely. Well timed at least, but the issue is, as you say, there's just nothing to play with. They've got to give away 14. And even then, you know, that gives them one opportunity really to win it in regular time without going to OT, which is even more of an unlikely scenario, because if they lose it at 14, they'll only have 3,400 to play with, just the loss bonus. Either way, 13-11, and Harry, while at one point I was thinking CEX could do this, there's a really good chance. I think the CT side is where they're having their struggles. Panthers are really bringing it back strong, as you can see by the scoreboard, and frankly I think I'm leaning back in towards my prediction, my original prediction. Panthers are looking very, very good to close out this match and continue their reign of terror throughout Group A. Not to say it's not possible for the Brits, but it's slipping away from their fingers. They've only got a couple of opportunities left.
It's a weird one. It feels like they're going on A, too aggressive, and on B, like, too passive. They're just... If you rush into B, you get it every time if you're Panthers. I don't know why they would even try going anywhere else. It's not like there's ever been any real resistance on that B bomb site. So I think really we need to see a switch up in how that's being played, and whether the answer to that is taking aggression in connector, which I think it would be. And that does look to be the solution they've tried to come to. This time only Badge has actually been watching it. So they have to be careful. 3 players for CeX trying to seize control of long. And the timing for this decision could not have been worse. Now, this is only a pistol round, so it's a good chance for, well, you know, they had the rifle saved from the last. But, yeah, I feel like if they ran something similar to this, not the 3 players long, obviously, but a player in connector into the next round, that could make such a huge difference. Because the rotations in through connector are so much faster. You can catch the players off guard as they push up through short, and then you take out a whole angle of approach. Over at long, it's a slaughter. Oh, or is it? Dude gonna fall prey to the P250. Dances gets no work done down in connector. Hemsky falls. LS trapped between a rock and a hard place, literally. He's gonna go down, and it is all eyes on Link, the star player within this team. 1v4, Deagle in hand, and actually a lot of damage done. Only Ted is at full HP. He could look to try and make this round costly at least.
The issue is no one's coming in towards a B site. They're all hitting up through short and long. So while he can retake, but I mean, even getting damage done in the retake is so difficult because Panthers don't need to face. If they walked into B, it's very possible he could get damage done, but they can smoke off the angles. They have so much utility left on this T side. And once a bomb goes down, it's so unlikely that he'll be able to find anything because they'll just fall back towards the safety of toilets, for example, and long, and he'll be rotating in through the CT spawn. But let's see. Bomb's down. It was exactly where it is. Nothing to save. Not really worth holding on to the Deagle, considering the loss bonus will be maxed out next round, so they will have a buy. But it seems like he just wants to hold for exits, expecting him to chase. But again, looking into Panthers, not a hell of a lot of a reason to chase, knowing the buy that they're up against. Not worth losing guns or even giving away an AK to bolster CEX's buy next round. As they swap out weapons, Link might catch that one in heaven, but one at the most. Although they are going to die with a bomb if they don't move fast. I don't think High Kitty could have lived there anyway.
That didn't even need to be a headshot, but it was. Link doing it for the style points, has to be careful, and he's not. So, as he gets the save there, that's the trade there at the end. Buy going to come in. Dude on max cash. High Kitty $100 short. He'll be able to get the AWP, which is exactly what he'll be buying up. And what could be their last full buy comes in here for CEX, which is a daunting prospect if you are the Brits in this scenario. And it looks like they're going to try playing out towards the B-bomb site. This time they've gone 3 players here once again. Some aggression down on B could be the change they were needing, especially as Panthers go back to their B default. I mean, as I was saying, they've never had any resistance down here on the B-bomb site. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Link going to be the one to try and stand in their way. Spotted out by barrels. Neither player shoots each other for an uncomfortably long time. And LS up on short. I don't think they see this coming. He could potentially just waltz on in and deny the bomb plant, which looks to be the plan. Walks out into the open, but Badger has his teammates back. Damage being done. Astro and Hemsky all that remain here for CEX. The bomb plant can come in just a moment's time. They don't have no, they do have a smoke for heaven. Just going to wait for High Kitty. He's going to hold on to it. Doesn't want to go throwing that out just yet.
They need to save. They need to hold on to these guns. Panthers have almost guaranteed the win of this round, and CEX don't have a buy for next one.
But wait a minute. High Kitty getting tagged.
Yeah.
Had Astro... Never mind. Hemsky going to try and pull this one back regardless. With or without his teammate. He's already got one. They start to push on in. They have to be fast, and losing Astro, that's going to be the final nail in the coffin this round. Hemsky holds on to the AWP. And I still think the answer to their problems here could have been some more aggression either out towards long. If they'd sent the AWP there, would have been interesting to see how that affected it. If you'd sent one of the players on mid in through connector for a slightly faster rotate. Who's their coach? It's Rezu, yeah, just got bought in, right, to
well, no,
replace
he was on the roster.
Replace Ryan.
No, he was on the roster as a player, and then they got rid of Ryan.
And then they bought Dancy's in. Rezu the coach. Yeah.
I think Dancy's. He was on Radix, but then that collapsed, so I think he was a free agent anyway, which obviously helps. Yeah, I don't know if Ryan was ever like an official coach. It was more of a just like he was there, he was helping out, he was doing his thing, but I never saw him like officially listed anywhere. However, he did.
He's like a coach of CEX in the same way I'm coaching.
I'm sure Rezu is watching this, but as good as Rezu is, there's no beating the Flakes, Harry. Flakes.
No, that's true.
Flakes is the best.
Anyway, look, we can stop this as 15-11 CEX backs against the wall. literally here if you're LS. Panthers sneaking out through middle. Once again, all could have been dealt with if you had some aggression in mid. Someone trying to take control of the connector, peeking mid first. If you don't see anyone, then you double down through connector. That's usually how we see teams take this. Hemsky holding toilets. The boost spotted by Astro, so he's able to pick up the first. Hemsky chiming in with one more as they take themselves a 2-man advantage. Looking to try and keep CeX in this one. Keep the UK dream alive. Dude sneaking in through long. Takes the peek out, but Hemsky's quicker on the trigger. A 3-man advantage right now. The double ops all that remain on Mantu and Tedesy. There are rifles for them to pick up. But they're going to try and make this work with the ops. Sneaking out through mid, both players watching very similar angles. If Darcy's even so much as steps out from behind that crate, you'd hope it'd go down, but he takes the jump, he gets the information. AK picked up.
Time's out. 10 seconds left. CeX are going to pick it up, and Panthers getting no loss bonus. Not that that's an issue. Again, they've only got 1,400 out of this anyway, so it's not like it makes a difference. They had max money on some players, so won't hurt them at all. They can afford to save these guns and go in for another shot, but with CeX not losing a man, that will bolster the CT economy, means that they can afford to take a couple of hits this round as long as they do pick it up. This game's still on, Harry. This game's not over yet. But the buy is still so good for Panthers. There's no way for CeX to crack this economy by the end of the map. They've got to bring it to OT, up against full buys 3 rounds in a row pretty much. As full rifles, AWP, the whole 9 yards brought in from Panthers, and CeX again on the AWP on Hemsky.
And I mean, he's alone at long, which is a huge issue anyway. And then it's 4 players for CeX down in the B bomb site. If he finds the first, this is a fantastic setup. But it's all dependent on that. He tags High Kitty down. They're going to go ahead and seize control of long. Now, the damage being done, it could actually be enough just to throw a spanner in the works. You can see they're going to go ahead and keep 4 players on the B-bomb site. Hemsky hasn't spotted anything to elude him to the fact that it is going to be A, but as a matter of precaution, they rotate Astro up. So, going to go to a more standard 2-3 setup. Now, the real downfall here is if Panthers continue this aggression out towards A, especially with Dude on the lurk. They can easily fake that it is a B hit and keep those 3 players there. And if the rest of Panthers now decide to continue this A aggression, then with only 2 men within the site, make that none, as everyone's rotated off because they found 1 guy down on B. Hemsky try and pull this back from the brink of defeat. He's been able to get themselves a further man advantage. Astro's rotated in. The bomb plant isn't ready to come through just yet, but Badger going to go ahead and take the aggression. He's the man with the bomb. Finally realizes that maybe that isn't a good idea. We'll be able to get that plant. 5v3 in the retake.
They haven't found a pick. They haven't pulled anything back, meaning CeX are greatly favoured here. They're all coming in through CT. Need to avoid getting sprayed down, but also trade potential is going to be great as these T's start to fall back to more passive positions. Still 2 players holding the flank carrier. I don't think they've realised that no one's coming from there. Badger is going to have to go massive because he is the only man defending this site. As Link pushes in, they don't check the corner. Badger sprays, but only 1 before Darcy trades. The bomb's in the open. Mantu can play, but they're body blocking. There's surely no way he can stop this. Flash comes through, or fake one at least. And Mantu will spray down 2 as they line up, but no more than that as CeX pick up the round. And again, to reiterate, they kept 5 players alive in the previous round, so CeX still have money to fall back on. Losing 3 is not going to hurt them in any way.
It's such a British way of dealing with your problem. It's just like if you throw enough people at it, it'll be fine. They just all surround the bomb. They don't even, you know, the guy peeks out and kills 2 of them. It took at least 3 for it to work, but you know, it still works out. And that's now 13-15. They're trying to pull this back to OT because CeX, they love a good OT. Smoke goes down over here at short, but it doesn't do anything. If they boost now, it's going to be right into the waiting arms of High Kitty. And Darcy's, well, he takes that round to the face.
Takes it on the chin quite literally now as CeX a man down in one of the most important rounds of this match. They can win this. Going to be 1 step away from bringing it to OT, but already starting to look a little more dire. Time is on their side, a minute left on the clock, and Panthers, other than getting the pick, have not found too much control, but it's looking like Astro may want to trade this. As I say that, falling back. Very passive B-hold, that's the thing, they've got no one along. This is something that Panthers were exploiting quite a lot in the earlier rounds of this half, as you said, you know, just the heavy B pushes they've been going for. I think CeX need to spice it up, throw a player down towards long tunnels. play someone down near Monster, play someone on the pillar, because these guys are giving so much control, they just allow Pit to be taken. And while Astro gets the information, if he doesn't get a pick, they're going to be running in with a man disadvantage, and only 3 players to defend this push, but here it comes.
Astro going to be watching the gap in that smoke, finds damage, but High Kitty's faster on the trigger, gets himself his second. LS has rotated in, able to take one, still got more work left to do, and from the back of barrels gets decapitated there by Badger. Link can't deny the plant, going to fall prey up close. It all falls onto Hemsky in a 1v2. They double peek him, he falls down into the site. One man over on short, lands damage from the quick scope, but doesn't quite connect. Wasn't able to pick that frag up. He's taken him down to 12 HP. Ted, is he playing it close in the site? Has no idea, but neither does Hemsky. Here's the man. Drop takes the fight with the USP and then goes down. Ted, as he wins that one out for Panthers as it goes 16-13. Incredibly close stuff. CeX looked really good, I think, but Panthers, they were the better team, especially on that T side. They hit a new level.